What is going on, everybody? It's Nick, also known as BournGamer, and while some people turn to the groundhog, some to the weatherman, some just straight up a calendar, I see spring in a different way. I see the oncoming of the new season with none other than the high school tours to college. It is a beautiful, beautiful sight filled with Letterman jackets, high school hoodies, and just eyes that are just filled with so much hope and potential. And then they see me walking down the street with my headphones on, maybe in a light jacket, because it's a brisk 40 degrees out. But I'm loving life because my class is over and it's noon. Hell yeah. And they're just skipping school for the day because they think they're cool. But I digress, people. I love the new little incoming freshmen. I think it's a really great thing that they think they can step up to the plate, that they're all going to become a chemical engineer, and they're just going to knock that out of the park and go cure cancer. Even though, just a little tip, guys, I'm not trying to rain in your parade. There will be somebody that shows up to school one day and does indeed go on to find the cure to cancer. But from personal experience, if you guys are not fully committed, maybe you shouldn't fully commit to a certain degree and or major before you're ready for it. I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of people drop out, and this is why I want to bring up this subject of college. You know, I've been in the fray, I've been in the mud for a couple of years here, and while some of you may have been done and gone past that, through that, jumped the hurdle, through the hoops, thinking of a metaphor and or analogy here, it's just not coming to me here, but you know, you guys may have graduated already. I know there's a lot of you out there that are so you're still in school. You know, you may just be starting high school, maybe you're starting middle school, hell, you might be a little first grader watching my videos. And to that I say, pardon my French because my language is absolutely atrocious, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of a sit down talk here, a little bit of a recap on my experiences when choosing a college, because I think it's something that's really important for a lot of you guys out there. And beyond choosing a college, you know, things just such as like, what do you want to do after college, are actually really important topic, and this actually may stretch out in a couple other videos. So if you guys have suggestions and or questions that you want me to answer down below in the comments, let me know what you want the next Let's Talk About video to involve, college related or not. Now, the very first thing I'm going to talk about is I saw people touring. They're adorable. They have their parents with them. They just have no idea where they are, because if your tour guide leaves you, there's about a 99% chance you're going to wander around this university for about 30 minutes. And you're just gonna cry, and you're gonna be really happy you have your smartphone on you, but it's still not gonna help. It doesn't help. You're gonna get lost. It's just a rite of passage. You don't even have to be at the school, especially one such as large as I have. But that might not be your thing. Even if you're that kind of guy that you're just like, you know what, yeah, I'm not really digging the fact that I can get lost. I want this place where I can walk to any other place on campus within 5 minutes. Maybe you're a small school kind of guy. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you don't care about a 20-minute commute to class. Maybe you don't care if it's 10 degrees outside. You gotta walk over the ice and slush. Maybe you just want to go party it up on the coast. Go to a place like USC, party with the hot chickadees. I gotta wash my mouth out with soap after saying that. It just felt weird. It just felt weird, but maybe that's not who you are. Maybe you guys don't really know who you are. Maybe you're that kind of kid that just wants to stay at home for another year because you haven't quite figured it out. Maybe you don't think that you really got off to the good start that you wanted to. Maybe you want to drop out a little bit here. Maybe you want to go to community college. Maybe you want to save some money. Maybe you're the kind of kid that just wants to go overseas, or maybe college just isn't for you. And there's just so many things that you can be questioning, that the fact that you have to slap possibly a $25,000 check onto that decision is something that not a lot of people are ready for, and I've actually seen a lot of people crash and burn when it comes to that. In personal experience, I've heard stories where people will go to school for a week and they have mental breakdowns and they just can't handle it. They can't be away from home. They're just not used to it. There's people that just aren't prepared. Now, on a more personal level, I will say that I felt very prepared coming to college. My parents left, I waved goodbye, and I turned around and was just like, damn, I better go get my room unpacked. And it was only like one time the first night where I was just like, damn, I'm all by myself. And then I think my roommate farted in his sleep or something, so it just kind of snapped me back to reality. But that's what it is. It's just kind of who you are. Everybody's going to adapt differently. There's that kid that's going to be already having all the connections, going to a party on the first night, and you're like, I don't even know your guys' names, and this kid's going down to the frat house and partying it up. He probably has a brother. He's probably already been there. Don't feel bad. Everybody else is just trying to mooch on. But you know, if that's not your thing, if you're that kind of kid that just wants to go to liberal arts school and you just want to draw your life away and that's what's going to make you happy, you got to determine that pretty quick, pretty soon. And if you're not the person that can make that kind of decision, then you know, by all means, take the time to think about it. It's not a decision that should be made lightly. You gotta determine, you know, you gotta actually get a chalkboard up and get the pros and cons. The number one thing being, you know, do you want to stay close to home? Do you want to go far away from home? Do you want to be having access to your family? Do you want to go with your friends? Who are you gonna room with? You know, stupid things like that you just don't think of, and it all seems to kind of wash away after the first week. For most people, you know, you kind of like find your little group of friends, and you know, most people are pretty sociable. I don't think I've ever run across a person in my life that's just so completely inept at talking to other people that we couldn't be friends. So you know, all those kind of worries will melt away, but you just got to decide what are the most important things to you. So you know, if you can make like little suggestion to anybody, and I guess I'll just throw this out there, you know, just get your top 3 things. You know, how big of a place you want to go, you know, what do you want to study, and you know, how comfortable do you feel going away from home, because those are some things that will keep you sane. You know, if you're interested in what you're doing, then obviously you're going to want to stay where you are. You know, if you're close to home and you're feeling homesick and you can go back, that's fine. If you hate everything about home and you're living, you know, 7 hours away via plane ride and you're loving that, you know, that's your own thing. Not quite me. I'm a bit more of a driver. Not that I have a huge preference to being close to home, but it's just the convenience for me that mattered. And you know, if it's friends are a thing for you, then by all means, you know, try and find where your friends going. If they're all staying home, stay home. Don't matter. Save the money. Commute. Do whatever you have to. Go finish those last couple years of university. If you're not feeling college, if you just don't think you're into it at all, and you stay home and you decide school's not for you, go get a job. Don't wait around. Go be productive with your life. And I don't know. I just see all these kids walking around, and I'm just wondering, you know, are they gonna make the right decision? Like, what was I thinking back then? Like, what did I see that made me want to come here? And maybe me walking by, like what could I possibly reflect of the university I go to that would maybe make them think that that's something they want to be a part of. So just some food for thought for you guys. You know, I'm kind of running a little long in this commentary, but feels good. It feels really good to get back into the swing of YouTube, because I miss you guys. I really do. And I've been trying to plan some things as a side note, like some open lobbies and possibly some live streams if my internet cooperates. So look forward to that in the future. I really do miss interacting with you guys. I want to hear your feedback on videos such as this, and maybe other things you want to see, and definitely participating in open lobbies with me, because nothing would make me feel better than that. Hearing from you guys personally. I'm Nick, also known as BournGamer, and I'll talk to you later.